Good morning, SVVR. How are you guys doing today? Half the room got coffee, I understand. Okay. Welcome to SVVR 2015 Expo Day 2. We are going to get things rolling in this room right here. We're going to be starting with startups. We have some startup pitches. We're going to be just rocking and rolling through a bunch of awesome developers, concepts, and interesting stuff you should be aware of, and definitely get excited about what's coming up next for those folks. So without further ado, I'm going to have Tippitat from Rothenberg Ventures. He's going to go ahead and come up and get this rolling. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
All right, people, wake up. This is for my homegirl, Ashna. When I say virtual, you say reality. Virtual. Oh, yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Tippitat. I'm the creator of creative director at Rothenberg Ventures, and I co-direct the River program for the fastest growing virtual reality startups from around the world with my boy Dylan Flynn. What up, Dylan? It's an honor to be here. I'm going to keep it short because we have a lot of presentations to go through, but what I just wanted to say, one thing is that we are so honored to be here, to have companies from all over the world come and show us what they're working on, show us their drive, their passion for virtual reality. And I just want us all to be respectful and cognizant of the fact that some of these people are pitching in their second or even third languages. So please, let's give a warm welcome to all the groups that are pitching today and showing us the future of VR. So up first, we have one caring team. Sonia Kim? Excellent.
How do you click? Next, okay. This one? Yeah. Oh. Okay, like this. Okay. Good morning. It's costing us over $78 billion a year due to over 39 million ER visits by seniors. That's avoidable. 17 billion a year is being wasted every year due to hospital readmissions. That's avoidable as well. Total market, there's 43 million seniors in the US, and over 11 million seniors live alone. And many of the seniors who live in assisted living are extremely lonely because they have no one to talk to. Why now? Why is this important right now? Well, senior population is going to double in the next 25 years. And we have shortage of caregivers in the US. Total market size for us is over $9 billion, and it's going to double. Why our team will make a difference in this space? I'm a board-certified ER physician, 20 years of healthcare experience, and we're teaming up with a VR enthusiast here, Tim Armstrong, who's going to guide us into the VR world. And we have partnerships signed partnerships with 2 market leaders already. We have completed our pilot study, and we were able to demonstrate positive clinical benefit through our kindness program. So, how do we take our already proven kindness program to the next level?
First, we had to take a look at the 2 most debilitating symptoms of dementia, which are anxiety and depression. And there's been clinical studies that have already shown the benefit of using VR as this treatment. We recently introduced VR to our seniors, and the response was just magical. We've all seen that video of the elderly lady smiling in complete joy. We've seen that over and over again, and it was like magic. Our solution is going to allow us to finally empower and connect with these seniors who are living in a completely different world than you and I. We're finally going to be able to bridge the gap between these 2 worlds. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dmitry Morozov. I'm co-founder of 3DV company, and I'm presenting here Nuitrac, which is a revolutionary device to put your body inside mobile virtual reality. As a short introduction, we started 4 years ago as developer of software solution to offer skeletal tracking. Technology is very similar to Microsoft Kinect and PrimeSense that was acquired by Apple for $350 million. But our technology is targeting Android system. John Carmack from Oculus giving speech a couple months ago mentioned that body tracking will not be part of mobile virtual reality for a foreseeable future. We believe that our technology will make this future come sooner. We are introducing Nuitrac, which is a revolutionary Bluetooth accessory to Android HMD. You can pair it with your Android HMD, Gear VR, or just cardboard, and you'll be able to see your full body in virtual reality, to animate, to interact with virtual objects in virtual world, or control user interface Tom Cruise style. And no PC is involved, no wearables, no wires whatsoever. How it works? It works very simple. We are not affiliated with the operating system, so we put our software inside sensor. And it allows to send skeletal tracking data to any Bluetooth compatible device. It may be billion of Android devices or 500 million iOS devices. We don't care. Status, we finished prototype. It's on display here at SVVR. You can take a look at our startup table called Nuitrac. We have a limited number of dev kits available for developers. We have Unity plugin, Android SDK. We have a crowdfunding plan for end of 2015. We are fully funded, no investment opportunity, sorry. So I invite you to see our demo. Thank you. We have R&D team in Russia.
Nicely done. Okay, up next we have Virtual Reality Ventures. Excellent.
Hello. So, Stefan sends his apologies. He had to go to another convention. So, okay. So yeah, I'm Roger from Virtual Reality Ventures. We're based in Melbourne, Victoria. We exclusively focus on corporate applications, corporate solutions, and immersive content creation with 360 video, synthetic environments, and also 3D scanning. We have done quite a lot of research and have found out some quite interesting results from the years of research that has been done in virtual reality since the 90s and even the early 2000s. So we imagine all of this data of peer-reviewed paper has increased now that virtual reality has increased in quality as well. And what we are pitching today is two things: virtual reality fashion and virtual reality e-commerce. And we have merged the two, and in a way that's very interesting. What we can do is scan a person and have their unique body shape available for them to look at in virtual reality. And then we can drape over material onto their virtual bodies, and it shows the fall and flow of the garments on their body, on their virtual body. So they don't have to wear the clothes to see what it would look like. And these materials are the same patterns that you'd give to a tailor for manufacturing. Our e-commerce platform is integrated into Magento, which has currently got over 200,000 installations online for e-commerce. What we have done is got Unity 3D and Magento working together. So you can do online shopping, basically. Okay, and we're in booth 505, but there's no numbers, so you'll have to find us. You can try it for yourself and see what it looks like, a 3D scanned person. Thank you.
Brain training is busted. Many people believe that brain training improves cognitive abilities, but it doesn't. A statement put out by 75 of the top scientists in the field of cognitive training concluded there is little evidence that playing brain games improves underlying broad cognitive abilities or that it enables one to better navigate a complex realm of everyday life. In other words, memorization minigames don't help you remember where you put your keys. This hasn't stopped people from paying over $1.3 billion in 2014 on brain training games. But people don't play these games for fun. They put up with these games because they genuinely want to get smarter, and this is their only option. They've been fooled into thinking that brain training means memorization and math minigames. I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to. At Cerebrum, we want to make games so fun you forget they're making you smarter. This means integrating cognitive demands into games that are actually fun to play, alongside an engaging story, VR cutscenes, and unlockables and customization fueled by an in-game economy. We combine virtual reality, machine learning, and cognitive neuroscience in an approach we call neurogaming. Now, pressing buttons on a tiny screen only goes so far, and there's no evidence that smartphone minigames translate to real-world benefits. This is where VR comes in. That feeling of presence you get with really good VR engages the same cognitive skills you use in everyday life, and this is what's missing from brain training right now. Something else that's missing is truly personalized difficulty. Traditional adaptive difficulty assumes that everyone finds the same things difficult, and this simply isn't true. Our machine learning algorithms model player performance to fine-tune difficulty right where each player needs it. When you improve on one skill, that increased difficulty propagates through the entire game's network, keeping players in a flow state that promotes brain plasticity. We're already planning research collaborations centered around an open database that allows anyone to access, analyze, and publish our data. With our co-founders' scientific backgrounds, you can trust we're going to get the science right. And don't worry, we're not all academics. Cerebrum co-founder Natasha Floxy has been running her own game studio for 8 years and spent the past year making VR games. Together, we've created a playable demo, and I invite you to stop by the booth to try it out. Or you can check out our website for more information and a trailer with gameplay footage. We've also lined up game industry music veteran Jim Guthrie to create a procedurally generated soundtrack for the game. My name is Aldous Sippelins. I've spent the past 4 years studying what's wrong with brain training, and I can't wait to use VR to fix it. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicolas Berthet, founder of Video Stitch. We are trying to solve a problem which is in VR video field. Basically, when we are doing VR video, we have a couple of video streams that comes from a VR camera. Here it is an example with 6 VR video stream, 6 input video streams that we are basically stitching it together into a full VR environment, and we are doing that in real time. We are trying to solve this problem because basically every camera manufacturer that want to make VR needs to do stitching. So this is our ecosystem. You can see a bunch of camera manufacturers on the left, and all these camera manufacturers have a single problem when they come to VR video, it is stitching. So this is where we are. After, there is today a couple and more every month of hosting systems that are doing VR video, and more displays that are able to see VR videos. John Carmack says at GTC that VR videos will probably be a huge application for VR, and we are happy to hopefully resolve one of the main challenges when it comes to VR video. Thank you.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming. I'm here to introduce QuantVR, the first stock trading and analytics platform for virtual reality. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Greenbaum. I'm a neuroscientist, a patent attorney, and founder of the New York Virtual Reality Meetup. A few months ago at one of our events, a guy comes up to me after the presentations and tells me that he works in finance and he has some ideas for how virtual reality could be useful for financial applications. Come to find out that this guy doesn't just work in finance. He's the chief investment officer of a major high-frequency trading firm. On top of that, he runs a hedge fund that hasn't had a down week in more than 4 years. Suffice it to say, at this point, he had my full attention. Sometime in December, we sat down and he told me a story. Turns out that the data visualization techniques utilized by financial professionals haven't changed much in about 200 years. You see some examples of that behind me. The visualization tools are flat, they're boring, they're static, and they're not delivering information to traders to enable them to make the best decisions. All that's about to change with virtual reality. What makes the situation worse, these visualizations were created to describe a reality that no longer exists. The stock market as it exists today is dominated by algorithms. 73% of market trading is done by machines. Algorithmic trading happens on millisecond and microsecond timescales that are invisible and incomprehensible to human traders. As a result, the visualization techniques used by most traders today utterly fail in their attempt to convey accurate information to the people who need it most. To address these problems, QuantVR is building a trading and analytics platform designed from the ground up for virtual reality. I don't need to tell anyone in this room that virtual reality is ushering in an entirely new era of human-computer interaction. QuantVR uses the immersive power of virtual reality to achieve two goals. One, to present traders with beautiful, dynamic 3D environments for visualizing securities data, and two, engaging users with gamified trading simulations designed to educate and assess trading ability. Here's how it works. By literally immersing our users in data, we enable them to engage perceptual and cognitive abilities not accessible through other modalities. Immersive 3D visualizations provide several additional dimensions of analysis while increasing the intuitiveness of information processing and delivery. There are over 300 million active online brokerage accounts worldwide, representing trillions of dollars of user assets. The people behind these accounts are intelligent, they're independent, and they're relentless in their search for new tools that will give them a competitive advantage. QuantVR is building the tools to deliver this advantage. Please come through and see our booth and see what we've built so far. Thanks very much.
I press a button, or which one? Huh? Arrow. Good. One more. I like the arrows. Good. 45 seconds. New gameplay trailer. Okay, so this is Synthesis Universe. I've been working in VR since the beginning, which is the new beginning, which is Oculus Kickstarter. I'm creating a whole universe where I will host several VR experiences, VR games, and in the future, hopefully having some different studio creating content within that universe. Synthesis Universe is pretty particular because usually when you create a game or a content, you create something that you will trash away after. But I'm creating a whole civilization that has its own technology, its own rule, its own lore, and this is the first game that I will release for the launch of all platforms, which is Vive, Morpheus, Oculus, and I'm only supporting VR input because, you know, fuck gamepad, beep. Gamepad and keyboard, I don't care. And the thing is, when you have hands in VR, you become an actor. You are not a spectator anymore in VR. And what's new in that trailer that I revealed today is shields and fighting with sound. Because I had people telling me, oh, you're just doing a maze game. Yes, it's just a maze game, but it makes a lot of sense in VR, where you actually use your sense of orientation and instead of your memory when you're in a screen. So Synthesis Universe, and I'm very easy to find on Reddit, VR chat every Sunday if you want to talk to me. I know VR very well, what works, what doesn't work. I'm accessible, come talk to me and let's grow together. Olivier GT, Synthesis Universe.
Hi everyone, my name's Phil Johnston. I'm the co-founder of Vert. At Vert, we believe that virtual reality has the potential to make the world a closer place, and we're working to further this mission by developing a new way to bring reality into virtual reality. Creating virtual copies of real-world environments has usually meant sacrificing either maneuverability or photorealism if you didn't have a 5 to 6 figure budget. We want to develop a cost-effective way to create great virtual environments, and we found the answer in 360 video. We built a custom 360 video rover to be able to remotely film video without showing the videographer. Basically, I wanted to get my sweaty face out of all those videos. So we drive the rover around a property, capturing distinct video segments that we stitch together into one map inside of Unity. And people can explore the virtual environment by going from one video to the next. We see enormous market potential and many different applications for this technology. But to start, we're focused on creating virtual tours for residential real estate and virtual walkthroughs of commercial properties. Right now, we're in a private beta test in New York City, working with several real estate and retail partners, and we'll be expanding outside of New York and opening up our beta in the coming months. We're here looking for VR developers, investors, and real estate partners, and also just to get some general feedback on our demos. So if you haven't stopped by the exhibit, please come find me later today, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Will Provancher, founder of Tactical Haptics. I've been doing research on haptic devices or touch feedback devices for over 15 years since my PhD at Stanford University. 2 years ago, I was lucky enough to witness the rebirth of VR at the 2013 Game Developers Conference. I was there showing off a new haptic game controller, and I was one booth over from Oculus VR. I was witnessing people spending over an hour waiting for their first taste of VR. They were treated to an awesome visual and auditory experience, but their first experience in VR was through a gamepad with very little physical interaction, and I saw a huge opportunity. Because how would you ever create a fully immersive VR experience without realistic touch feedback? So to drive this point home, imagine doing many of the things that you do in your daily life without physical feedback, such as opening a door, or brushing your teeth, or even just putting the dishes away, and how awkward that would be. So while it was clear to me that this second coming of VR was going to change the world, it was also clear to me that our touch feedback could be the must-have technology that VR was missing. So the way our technology works is we mimic the friction forces as if you're hanging on to that in-game object. And we do this, we apply the friction forces by moving sliders around on the handle of the device. And with that, you're able to create a pretty powerful illusion of forced feedback. We also recognize how powerful it is to see your hands in VR. And so as part of a NASA grant that we had, we've also developed the ability to track hands. And when you combine these things together, you have a complete input and feedback solution for VR, with motion tracking, finger tracking, and realistic touch feedback all in one single package. We have a great technical founding team covering the hardware and software aspects. We also have a great set of advisors through StartX, covering experience from media, VR, hardware, consumer products, and gaming. So to sum up, as you all know, VR is going to change the world, and Tactical Haptics will provide the solution for physical interaction that completes the VR experience. So if I've piqued your attention, come to our booth for a demo today because feeling is believing. And for the investors in the audience, we'll be fundraising this summer. We'd love to start a dialogue with you today. Thanks for your attention.
All right, great job, everyone. Now, up next, we have pitches from 7 of the 13 companies from the first batch of River, Rothenberg Ventures program for the fastest growing virtual reality startups from all over the world. So first, we have Xavier from Scios.
It's easy when you speak with these lights, so you don't see anything. So hi, I'm Xavier. I'm from Spain. I'm CEO and co-founder of Scios. We are democratizing virtual reality treatments, starting with treatment for phobias. This is Sean. Sean couldn't take the subway for years because of his agoraphobia, or fear of crowds or open spaces. He's not alone. Like 18% of us, he suffers some kind of fear or anxiety-related disorder. Sean tried the gold standard therapy. It consisted on sitting down, talking, and using his imagination. He became frustrated because of the cost, the timing it consumed, and the low engagement. Virtual reality was supposed to change this, improving effectiveness and patient engagement. But its cost and complexity make it available in very few locations. Until now, at Scios, we create hyper-realistic virtual reality environments that are effective and affordable across mobile devices. We combine an outstanding technology with a community of patients and professionals worldwide. The product is already in the market, with 90+ professionals and top institutions using it, paying for it, and helping us improve it. We have a world-class team of entrepreneurs, software developers, and therapists that team up to solve this unique problem. Everyone wants to know, does Scios work? Yes, Scios does work. More than 100 therapists have used the tool in the past year, and the feedback has been incredibly good. Remember Sean? Sean is a real case. He's a teenager from Spain. After 3 sessions using Scios, he took the subway for the first time in 6 years. We can now proudly say that thanks to the tool we have built, Sean is able to live a fulfilled life. This is what drives us, what keeps us going. Please, join our journey. I invite you to come to our booth and let us help you start addressing your deepest fear. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Karl from Team Neos, and I would like to thank very much the great people from Rothenberg Ventures. We are here thanks to them. Thank you very much. And we do something called heightened reality. It's basically reality you all know, but much better. You're a superhero, so we like that very much. The most important man in our company is Thomas Ferxios Mariancik, our CTO, and he's done this amazing experience called Sightline, where you just look around and the environment around changes. It's very powerful, and it releases endorphins. And we thought, why is that? And it's because it feels very powerful, like do something little, like as turning your head, and making something amazing, like changing the environment completely, traveling instantly. That is very powerful. And we thought very hard what we will do with this power. And for us, it was education, because we think for education, it's really amazing to show students inside human body. So what we did was we went to schools and we made pilot projects with students, showing them anatomy inside body, showing them engines from the inside. And we learned a lot from that. And we learned that those students and those people are infinitely creative. And they had these awesome ideas. What should we create and what should they see and what would they like? And we really thought, let's give those students the tools to create them. Let's do like Minecraft, but in virtual reality. And so for most than a year now, we've been creating very simple tools to create in virtual reality environments. It's very easy. You can do it with your own hands, just like take 3D objects and place them in a grid system. And there's like multiple tiers, also like professional import. And so this is huge in virtual reality. Like awesome people making awesome content without like knowledge of Unity or some advanced programs and programming. This is for me personally amazing. And so in 3 months we will release the first Neos, the first version, and you can all give it a go if you want. And so we hope to create this amazing place where people can meet with their friends and create, experience, and share the amazing worlds that they're going to create, and maybe like also teach other people, make virtual schools. So that would be very great for us. And we have a booth today here. I would like to invite you there and show you our demo, which is called, quite sarcastic, Neos the Universe. And it's not the universe yet, it's not the platform, but it's a product of the platform. So you can see what can be created inside Neos without any knowledge of like programming. So we create this experience. It runs on mobile, and please come to our booth, have your mind blown. We would be very happy if you have. Yeah. And thank you very much for the possibility to be here. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh Maldonado. Everyone knows that Tomas is like the Beyonce of VR development, so he's always hard to follow. But I'm going to do my best. My name is Josh Maldonado, and I'm the founder at Discover Labs. And we're also a River company that's working on education. I've had countless talks at River with the SolarAx boys, and we're constantly prompted to ask ourselves, what does a textbook look like as a world that the students of tomorrow are going to be able to explore? And we think that that question and the implications that virtual reality has on education are profound. So for example, it's just a simple example. You've got to write a history paper on ancient Rome. You probably have to go through the dull and monotonous process of having to study diagrams and read textbooks all night. But what if you had the option of actually traveling back in time to ancient Rome as it stood in 200 AD and converse with ancient Roman citizens to learn about what the culture and the history was like? This is actually one of the experiences that you can demo today at our booth if you'd like to check it out. And it's one of many experiences in which we're putting students inside of the subject matter to create more compelling and engaging learning experiences. So who are we? We're all recent graduates, our team, children of the digital age who sort of have grown up in this school system that was built for the Industrial Revolution, and we've watched it dismantle in the wake of digital disruption. And so it's a very personal experience that's prompted us to do our part, and we think that virtual reality presents the perfect cues to create emotionally compelling educational content. So today, we're doing that. We've got an 8-month content strategy where we're building a rich library of educational content, but we're also testing that content in the learning environment. So we've built out a network of private schools and universities that are ready to test our content as early as September. So we believe that in order for VR to reach its maximum potential as an educational platform, there's got to be a lot of testing and iteration. It's not going to be perfect out of the box, and we're committed to that process. But even from what we've seen so far, we've realized that virtual reality is improving the classroom learning experience. And one example of that is Mason. Mason is part of a group of kids from a Toronto Children's Hospital that we host every now and then at Discover HQ in Toronto. And we have him over and we have him try our experiences. Mason in particular has dyslexia, so it's hard for him to digest the educational he's required to learn in a fourth grade biology curriculum. So what we did is instead of getting Mason to study diagrams and read textbooks, we put him inside the human body so that he could learn about it that way. And as you can see, he's having the time of his life. You know, he's just as engaged as he would be in a video game, but what's more important than how much fun he's having is that when he takes off the headset, he has a profound understanding of something that he didn't have before he put on the headset. So we think that that's one of the many ways in which education is going to be revolutionized by virtual reality, not just for Mason and for the kids at the Toronto Children's Hospital, but for everybody, for all people of all ages. So we hope you come check us out. We've got a couple of experiences, and we hope to chat with you. I could go on about this all day, but I'll catch you at my booth. We could talk some more. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Howard Rose. I'm the CEO of Deepstream VR. I'm not the Beyonce of anything. And let's see where we go. There we are. Okay, so Deepstream VR is a software company. We're building virtual reality applications to help people with anxiety and pain. Now today, if you end up with a disease or an injury and you end up in the hospital, we hope you don't end up there, but a lot of us need the healthcare system, and when you do, the doctor treats your pain with powerful narcotics. The overuse of opioids is a nationally recognized problem that has led us down the path to the place where the United States uses 80% of the opioids in the entire world. And this is especially problematic for vulnerable populations like children. So we're dealing with the anxiety and the pain that they feel during hospital procedures. And VR is this is amazing. So yes, VR offers a new solution, a new pain solution that is safe and effective, and it can actually limit the amount of drugs that people need. So my partner, Ari Hollander, and I have been working at the forefront of virtual reality pain research and development for over 10 years. We've built iconic applications like Snow World that have helped to relieve pain in hospitals for hundreds of patients. Patients like this is Lieutenant Sam Brown. He had the unfortunate experience of being in Afghanistan and being severely injured and wounded. And he's been using Snow World and virtual reality to escape the pain of burn treatments. So we're doing more than just building games. We're actually building a platform. I'm also going to be talking later this afternoon more about what we're doing, and I hope you'll come to that session. But this is the Neuro VR core, and we're building a platform so that we can, in the business, from the business angle, that gives us protectable IP. But we're doing biofeedback, and biofeedback is a well-established medical practice. It's been taught in medical schools for over 30 years. And biofeedback enables you to use your human potential to control your physiology. And so we're building a biofeedback engine that we call the Neuro VR core. And I will talk more about that this afternoon. But in terms of a business, we believe that there's a huge potential to change medicine with virtual reality and change the way we handle pain. So we're rolling out our first game in May to hospitals, to first-tier research hospitals. From there, we can address other health verticals. And as the market develops and as the installed base increases, we go to the home market. And we have a fantastic team. My partner Ari Hollander and I have worked in VR for over 20 years together in the VR industry. We have top advisors from health. Alex Kahana is the former chief of pain medicine at the University of Washington. Dr. Tom Furness is actually one of the founders of VR, if you could check him out on Wikipedia. And we have great advisors, and I would just like to invite you to come to our booth. We're over in the Rothenberg space. Come check out our new game, Cool, which we'll be shipping out to hospitals, and see what the difference is between what we do and other games. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, everybody. I hope you are enjoying this amazing SVVR. Wow, this mic are amazing. I feel like Saruman. My name is Ariel Arias. I am the CEO and founder of Toddwise Studios. That's it. A VR gaming studio from Argentina. Unlike you, I'm really confident that VR is changing the world. I have been a sci-fi and fantasy stories lover all my life. Since I was a kid, I was creating my own universe. I read my first science fiction books when I was only 2 years old, and it shocked me so much that made me wonder about how far our human imagination and creativity can travel. I usually couldn't sleep thinking about the limitations of our metaphorical expressions like books, movies, or even video games. Mom usually punished me about that because the next day I needed to go to the school, right? But it was amazing for me. So that's why I was waiting all my life for something like virtual reality, to be able to break that barrier in communication and expression. In Toddwise, we are creating a universe I was shaping all my life. It is called the Ham Universe. And the first title we are making is called The Ham Abductions, a suspense video game with an alien topic for virtual reality. We are making it for different platforms like PS4, PC, and mobile too. Both the universe and the Ham Abductions were already covered by tons of media from all around the world. And hopefully, thankfully, they are saying amazing stuff about us. I hope that keeps going that way. We are planning to release the game on other experiences based on the same universe for all the major headsets, because we love virtual reality. We want to see it present as soon as possible. And as was like I was saying, right now it's so exciting thinking about the possibilities we have to tell histories to the other people. Now, for the first time in human history, we are able to bring other people inside our most dreamed worlds, and that is super amazing. It's the first time that is happening. And that's why I want to invite you to try our demo in our booth in Rotterdam, Vert, where you will be abducted by aliens and you will begin a travel to the uncharted waters of the unknown. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Peter Wilkins, co-founder of Emergent VR. A few weeks ago, I went to the beach. I happened to be there at sunset, and it was one of the better sunsets I've seen in a while. I could stand up here and tell you about it, or I could show you a photo. It's a pretty decent photo, but it doesn't really capture the experience as I experienced it. I could show you a video instead, but is a video really that much more immersive than a photo? It's not. You're still just looking through a window at something. But what if I had a way to capture the full experience as I experienced it there on the beach? What if I could record that memory and then seamlessly share that memory to you, so you could also be present at the beach? Most importantly, what if everybody had this ability? Not just VR professionals, not just Hollywood studios, but every single one of you here today and everybody in the world. Well, I'm excited to announce that as of today, you can, with Mobius, the first experience sharing platform for virtual reality. Mobius is an app for iPhone and Android that lets you capture a full 360-degree experience and share it with your friends, using the device you already have, your smartphone. No camera arrays, no manual stitching, no post-processing. You can think of it as the Instagram of VR, and it's going to revolutionize the way we communicate online. So at Emergent, we've been working on consumer VR since the Rift was a Kickstarter project, and we created 0 Point, the first movie for virtual reality. Before that, we worked together on Academy Award-nominated films like How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda, as well as video games like BioShock Infinite and Toy Story 3. We're experts at enabling people to tell stories using technology, and that's exactly what we're doing with Mobius. We're enabling everyone to tell stories and capture and share memories using VR. So please come by our booth and try the future of memory sharing and see how good mobile experience capture can be. Thank you.
Fove is the world's first eye-tracking head-mount display. By bringing eyes into virtual reality, we enable great interaction possibilities. Our eyes have a short circuit to the brain, allowing for truly rapid response. Our technology is also accurate enough to type with. We enable depth of field simulation for reduced eye strain and improved realism. Foveated rendering for increased performance. Characters who are aware of where the player is looking. Remote control of devices and robots. And significant applications to the disability sphere, including the I Play Piano project, where a student with muscular dystrophy has led his school choir on the grand piano. We are expanding possibilities. What would you do with Fove?
Hi, I'm Scott Harper. I'm the creative director of Fove. Our co-founders send their apologies. They've been busy attending a Kickstarter launch party, as many of you have heard. We've been planning a Kickstarter launch. That happened this morning at 6 o'clock. I'm happy to announce that we're already 25% of our way to our funding goal. And we're starting down, I think, the journey to the future of virtual reality. I don't really have a whole lot to say today. We have plenty of information. Please come see me at our booth. Please, I'm asking for you to all back us on our Kickstarter, purchase the unit so you can get it in your hands. We're hoping to get it out early next year. And I'm just going to leave you guys with our Kickstarter announcement video. And you can see the whole thing online. Please come talk to me at the exhibition hall when you get a chance.
We are on a mission to unlock the essence of reality in virtual worlds, to enable human integration with technology that is so seamless, all it takes is a glance for your digital environment to react at the speed of thought. We are Fove, the world's first eye-tracking virtual reality headset.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I mean, that was just amazing. Please give a big hand for all the companies that came here and presented today. And of course, everyone knows that, you know, for VR, it's really not about slide decks and pitches. You have to try it. So in the exhibit hall, please try every single one of the demos and support these companies. Let the world know that these are the people that are making VR happen. So again, thank you everyone for coming out, and stick around for the next panel. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be about investments in VR. We're going to have amazing VCs here talking about what's going on in that space. All right, guys? Thank you.